Isaiah goes home, and his nephew is wearing a Bulls jersey, Michael Jordan Bulls jersey.
Okay.
He said, hey, what are you doing? We're in Chicago. This is my team. It's his nephew. He not really understanding that the great Isaiah Thomas plays for Detroit. We don't wear that. We wear this. But I'm from Chicago. I'm down with the Bull movement. Isaiah was mad at that. Not to Michael personally. In his brain, every time I play against this dude, I'm gonna try to go off so my nephew sees this is the jersey you should wear.
It's killer raps, we got the hottest staff. In 03, I made a dynasty like Robert Kraft.
What's up, y'all? OG the Beast here, and we got another hot take blank. This is a segment where I choose a current topic and spend about 5 to 7 minutes giving my take on it. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like on it. It only takes a few seconds, and it means the world to me and this channel, especially if you want to see me grow. Also, don't forget to hit that sub button if you're new to the channel. Now, today's blank is, of course, episode 3 and episode 4 of The Last Dance from last night. Now, this one was interesting. The main focus of episode 3 was Dennis Rodman, a guy who I always thought didn't get enough credit in most cases. I'm not gonna say all, in most cases. Look, rebounding and defending are the two most tedious elements to basketball. A lot of people don't want to do it, and it's primarily effort-based. That's why I say that. But usually if you out-rebound and out-defend the opposing team, the outcome should be in your favor. He was a perfect fit for what the Bulls are trying to do during a second three-peat, which is why Scotty said he fit just like a glove. But bruh, my OG game, can y'all imagine if social media existed back then? I'm sure this is a question that had to be mentioned more than one time in this situation, not only from myself, but damn, half the stuff that the organizations and players got away with back then would immediately be exposed if social media was out. Let's just be honest. Check it out. This man, Dennis Rodman I'm talking about, literally took a vacation in the middle of the season. Imagine if Draymond Green in the middle of the season 2016 say, hey coach, I need a vacation. What you think Steve Kerr would have said? That's crazy. Where do they do that at, man? But this is actually where you have to give credit where credit is due. The Zen Master's amazing, man. Managing egos and player personality is difficult, and he did this on a consistent basis no matter where he was, LA or Chicago. Knowing how to deal with Dennis in this situation was huge. See, Dennis is a guy that thrived off God-given talent. Now, not to say he didn't work hard. He just understood his role, and it didn't require him to work nearly as hard as Mike or Scotty, if you get my drift. But it also seems as though Rodman was an emotionally driven person. Phil being able to identify that in him was huge, and also him acknowledging the fact that they needed him more than usual with the absence of Scottie Pippen. See, listen, there's some people who gravitate towards being wanted or needed more than usual, and he was one of them. Once he realized that he had to be Jordan's number 2, the Bulls started to roll. Now, when Scotty finally returned is when he abruptly needed his quote-unquote vacation. The intervention that Jordan broke down was funny and explains the nature of his team. Phil Jackson allowing Rodman to take this small vacation, which is truly unconventional, was actually brilliant, y'all. The Bulls had Scotty back, and this inevitably changes Dennis Rodman's role once again and kind of made him feel unwanted. That goes back to what I said about some people being emotionally driven. He was one of them. But reminding him how much they needed him when he felt like they didn't, and allowing him to take that vacation with Jordan himself showing up at your apartment door to bring you back to the facility, I'm sure made the difference in Rodman's emotions. At least this is the way I saw it. But honestly, this episode made Jerry Krause look a little bit better than he did in the last one. It actually painted him in a more of a look what I've done type of light, if you know what I mean. Now, I know I was harsh on Krause on the last video, but damn it, he deserved it. By the way, if you didn't catch that last one, I suggest you go check it out. It was pretty cool. Should be at the top of your screen right now. But let me spend some time to give Krause some kudos. Making a draft day trade for Pippen was brilliant scout. Hiring Tex Winter and finding Phil Jackson, not only finding Phil Jackson, but taking a chance on him by pulling the trigger on an already successful coach coming off an Eastern Conference Finals appearance the year prior in Doug Collins. To me, that's the boldest move of all of them, considering how much your superstar loved the previous coach. That could have ruffled some feathers, but it didn't. It worked. But Phil Jackson was an instant hit, and not only did he become loved by the players, he implemented a system that would force Jordan to use his teammates. That is key. But in all seriousness though, y'all, if Phil Jackson don't pull the plug like he did, I don't think the Bulls have nearly the success that they inevitably have. The triangle offense was a blessing in Chicago, but shout out to Krause for all the pivotal moves that propelled the Bulls to greatness. I appreciate it if nobody else do. But I still think you a fool for not letting my boys finish what they started. But how about that first round in the playoffs and what was that, 87? The shot against Elo, y'all know what I'm talking about. Hey, I ain't know that Ron Harper wanted to guard Mike on that play, and he mentioned that to a coach that completely ignored him. What if Harper guarded Mike during that play instead of Elo? Would things have been different? Remember, y'all, Harper was a hellacious defender. Meanwhile, Craig Elo couldn't even get high enough off the ground to contest the shot. But the next matchup after that was the Pistons. Man, I hate the Pistons. Everything about the Pistons. And I can't help it, because I was raised that way. I was younger back then and too young to honestly know what was truly going on. But what I do know is mama say, we hate the Pistons. So guess what, y'all? We hate the Pistons. Hey, they tried to beat up on my boys, man. Rodman openly admitted that they were trying to intentionally hurt my boys, man. I don't mess with that. I don't care if Isaiah Thomas is from the city. It's still off. Jordan had the sportsmanship to stand up there feeling embarrassed after getting his ass beat 3 straight times by Detroit with no excuses. And then when the team finally gets over the hump, y'all walk off like some straight bitches? Shout out to Horace Grant, man. But hey, again, what would have been like if social media existed during that time? Y'all see how Isaiah Thomas ducked his head down trying to walk past the Bulls like they couldn't see him or something? Like, come on, my guy. Could y'all imagine all the memes the next day that would have happened after this occurrence? I'm telling you, man, a lot of people are lucky things were different back then. Real talk. Speaking of Detroit, though, I hate that narrative that people try to create saying that Jordan beat them when they got old, blah, 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 blah. The same thing with the Lakers. Oh, he beat them without Kareem and Magic was old. Man, listen, Isaiah Thomas was 29 years old. He averaged 18 and 7 a night. Magic was 31 years old. He averaged 19, 12 assists, and 7 boards that season. Don't seem old to me. And the bottom line is Jordan could only beat who was in front of him. And guess what? If Jordan loses to Detroit again, they go to the finals for the 4th consecutive time. Jordan loses to Magic and he gets his 6th title. So I ask you this, how old could they possibly be if they're always put in this position to face Mike when it matters? So don't act like they wasn't handling business on their end to end up in this position. It's just that simple, people. But that's pretty much all I got for you guys. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Also subscribe to the channel if you love sports the way that I do. Man, this docu was amazing. I can't wait to see it next week and talk about it with you guys once again. But it's been a doozy, y'all, and as always, OG out.